Regarding what? So learning business. Okay. Tell me, how many of your fathers or mothers are businessmen or women? Wow. So all of you are rich, huh? Okay, tell me, any of you, can you tell me what your father does or mother does? Architect. Wow. That's a real entrepreneur. All right, you guys have heard of this word? Can everyone see this board? Right, I'm gonna write something. All right, guys have heard this word? Huh? Oh, sorry. Wow, who said that? Okay, you said that? Why are you raising your hand? That's very good. So first skill of an entrepreneur is entrepreneur should be very sharp. I've written the spelling on wrong on purpose, and only one person has observed it. The other people who fool that it is about, I mean, this one's entrepreneur. I mean, if I'm an entrepreneur, I don't need to know the spelling of entrepreneur, right? I need to know the meaning of entrepreneur. So, you guys, have everyone has heard about the word entrepreneur? All right. Let's be very mature and one, two, three, four, five. There are 5 rows, right? I need one person from every row to explain me what they mean by entrepreneur. Yeah, you want to start? What's your name? Dia. Tell me, Dia. What's the meaning of this word? Okay. You start a business. Okay. All right. Um, anyone from the second row? What is the meaning of? I mean, I don't need right answers over here. I just want to know what you understand by the word entrepreneur. Yes. Your name is Mansa. Okay. Tell me, what do you mean by entrepreneurship? Okay. Oh, nice. It's a good answer. That's actually a good answer. Third row. Anyone from the third row? Damn, it's sweating. It's hot. You, buddy, you want to tell? What What do you mean by entrepreneurship? Yeah, yeah, yes. Have you heard about the word businessman? Okay, what do they do? Did you hear that word entrepreneurship? Tell me, what do you understand about it? Huh? Selling products. Okay. Do you have friends here? Okay. Why don't you help him out and ask him what does he mean by entrepreneurship? Both of you discuss and give me one answer, okay? I'll wait. Someone from the fourth row. Yes. Oh my. I don't know the spelling of critical and logical. Can you make it a little more layman? Mm-hmm. Okay. Nice. Right. Anyone from this row? Who wants to tell? Yeah, I can tell the last, okay? After I finish off this row and the other row. Guys, anyone from here? You don't know what entrepreneurship is. You know the spelling? You're the one who caught the spelling is wrong. Right? Come on. You're the one who should tell me about entrepreneurship.
So it's like a person who creates a product or produce a service
Hmm.
for clearing people's need and get profit from those and
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Mm, it's nice. Anyone from here? Are you guys from the higher sections? What class are you guys from? Yes. Seventh. Yeah. Tell me. You can sit down. Sit down. Okay. Anyone else who wants to what? Create a solution for the problem. Okay. As most of the people are giving answers like entrepreneur is someone who solves the problem, right? Yeah. You.
one entrepreneur solves a problem,
Hmm.
create a product.
Okay. What class are you guys from? Fourth. Fifth. Hey, cool. All right. Here, sit down. I'll tell you what. Yeah. You left.
The person who makes the product and sells it to get up a business providing a service.
Okay. Cool. Please sit down. I'll tell you what. Most of you who have told the answers are right. And there's no right answer, wrong answer to this, guys. Okay. Because for me, entrepreneurship has got is undefined. Okay, it's pretty subjective. If you guys have heard the word subjective, everyone has their own definition of being an entrepreneur. Okay. For example, I thought that there are no good fruit suppliers in the country. Okay. So if you really want good fruits, if you want good cold pressed juices, I haven't seen any good brand that provides. For example, tell me one brand that provides good burgers. Lovely. See, everyone knows McDonald's and KFC, right? Okay, okay. Right. Tell me one brand that does good ice creams. See, see, all of you guys know about these brands, right? Tell me one brand which offers good fruits. Yes. So that's the reason I've come up with, where there is a genuine problem, which I find that there's no brand that gives good fruits, quality fruits at good prices, and throughout the year. And that is how I've come up with this company called Fruitoholic. So in the same way, if anyone sees any problem, comes up with an idea to solve that problem, and if that idea turns into a business, okay, it can be an app, it can be a product, it can be a service, it can be anything, it can be talking as well. Okay. So he or she becomes an entrepreneur. Okay. But see, being an entrepreneur is not at all fancy. There's a lot to go through if you have to become an entrepreneur. Okay. A person who is working in a company can also be an entrepreneur. Okay. I wouldn't say entrepreneur is a degree or a designation like a general manager, a vice president, or a manager, or a teacher. Entrepreneurship is not a designation. Yes. Entrepreneurship is more of way of living. And I'll tell you how many of you guys over here are entrepreneurs. If you guys are not, you can become an entrepreneur because entrepreneurs can excel at anything that they do, be it sports, be it working, be it at their parents' business, be it at acting. The bigger idea is you need to have skills of an entrepreneur. Okay, you don't have to become an entrepreneur as such. For example, if anyone does anyone want to become a doctor over here? My God, cool. So, can doctors become entrepreneurs? Yes, they can. That's a good answer. Okay, because entrepreneurship, again, as I've said, is not a degree, is not a designation, is not a title. Okay, it is your way of working that you do that will make you an entrepreneur. even if you're a doctor or an architect or an engineer or anything. Cool. So if I have to ask you guys, give me 5 things, 5 skills that an entrepreneur should have. One, two, three, four. There's 6 rows, right? Give me 6 skills. All right. So someone who has already told wouldn't be telling again. I'll give chance to someone else. Someone from here. We'll start from here. But you'll have to calm down. We'll start from here. All right, doctor, you tell me. Yeah. Tell me one skill that an entrepreneur should have. What do you mean by critical thinking? Who told that? Very good. Thinking smart is good, but sorry, choosing wisely. All right. So anything that you guys tell, for example, they should be hardworking, disciplined, thinking smart. I want you to follow up with an example. I'll come to you, buddy. Yeah. You guys told thinking smart or critical thinking. Can you give me an example for yourself or the one that you have done in your recent life that you felt you're very smart? Correct. I needed an example. Where have you been smart of late? Start. Okay, exams. How did you become smart by writing exams? Did you copy from anyone else? Getting knowledge from the books. Okay, okay. And you told something, thinking wisely. What did you just say? Thinking smart. So guys, I want you to guys to give examples of everything that you say. Yeah. Sir, the person who wants to be proper inquirer and a knowledgeable person. Inquirer. What do you mean by inquirer? Very good. I mean inquisitive, curious. And also the person should have a proper problem solving skills. Okay, we'll come to that. So first, let's talk about curiosity, which I find it very, very relevant to become an entrepreneur. Okay, thinking smart, being wise, and all of this you should be as a person. Okay, not only as an entrepreneur, but being curious is a very, very good point. What's your name? Veer. Please sit down. So Veer has come up with a very interesting point. Being curious. Okay, how many of you ask a lot of questions in your class? Okay, not for the heck of it, just because everyone will notice that you ask questions, but how many of you genuinely ask questions because you didn't understand or you would want to know more about it? You guys are shy or you ask questions? You always ask questions. All right. Anyone else who asks questions in your classes? All right. It's good. And what exactly does making you ask questions give you? It gives us more knowledge. Correct. It gives you a lot of knowledge, satisfies the curiosity. What's your name? Pushwant. Pushwant gave one of the best answers that I've ever heard. When you ask a lot of questions, it satisfies our curiosity, which I think, though a lot of people wouldn't think of it, that's the best answer. Because you guys have ever wondered why people are so obsessed about space, about what's happening in other planets, you guys have any idea about it? You know why NASA spends crores and crores of rupees to find out how many moons does Mars have, how many moons does Jupiter has? Will that fetch anything to anyone? You guys ever thought about it? Pushwant, what you said is right. To satisfy that curiosity, people spend a lot of amount, right? Why do people have to go on exploration? Why do people have to go on? Have you guys have heard Sunita Williams?
Yes.
Yeah, so Sunita Williams went to space, right? What did she do? She risked her life. She went there. She came back. But all of that is to satisfy this bug called curiosity. Okay. So entrepreneurs normally have a lot of questions. Okay. For example, the questions that keep kept on haunting me is when I feel hungry for a fruit, okay, or when I want a really good cold press juice after my workout session, why do I not have any single brand that comes into my mind to order? Okay. For example, if I want the best organic mangoes in this season, it's a mango season, right? Where do I find it? Okay. Why is my fruit seller giving me all spoiled fruits? Okay. So I had all these questions, and then I was thinking that what should I do to overcome all these problems? So this is how entrepreneurs think. Okay. The first thing is curiosity. What's your favorite film?
Huh?
What's the favorite movie that you've watched recently? Quote. All right. Second skill, anyone from the other row? First skill is curiosity. What class are you from, Veer? Guys, eighth class, eighth graders. There's a sixth class guy who has done amazingly well. Eighth graders should be even more smart, right? And seventh graders. Okay, you have an answer? Yeah. Sorry? Okay. You can give an example. Okay, listening to other people's ideas is a good point. Leadership qualities is another good point. So which one are you talking about? Listening to other people. Guys, I'll tell you what, entrepreneurs are, I would say, bad listeners. They don't listen to anyone. They do what they want to do. Just like you guys. Do you guys listen to your parents? No. Every one of you guys are lying. Sometimes, right? I feel that all kids are entrepreneurs only. Because according to time, you listen to your parents, right? Cool. I think most of the entrepreneurs are like that. They really don't, huh? Situation. Okay. If the situation favors you, you listen to them. For example, they tell you that I'll give you 10,000 rupees, you'll say yes. If they ask you to study for 12 hours, all right. But entrepreneurs are a little different in that way. They listen to people sometimes when they have a gut feeling. You guys know about gut feeling? Okay, someone said no. Right? Gut feeling is something that, I mean, you're sleeping? Okay. Gut, gut feeling is something that you feel something from the inside. Okay.
Can't stop. You immediately have to leave.
Yes. Okay. Even though, so the gut sometimes gives you an answer, not your mind. Okay. So that's called a gut feeling. And entrepreneurs have got a great gut feeling. If any one of you would have told that answer, I would have really appreciated, but I told that anyway. So in the same way, entrepreneurs listen a lot with their own instincts. For example, what their mind says, what their gut says. Okay, and this cannot be defined. It has to come naturally to a lot of people. Okay, for example, whether I have to do this or not, an entrepreneur will know it first because probably an inner voice will tell them, or probably there'll be a lot of knowledge that the entrepreneurs possess that will help them make a decision. Okay, but sometimes they do listen to other people who are more smart, matured, more experienced, like your parents, for example. They're not always right, but they listen to them sometimes, and they give amazing advices. All of you guys like desserts? You don't like desserts? You don't like desserts?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, what's your favorite dessert? Ice cream. Who eats donuts over here? Who are into sports? What do you guys play? Who is into archery? You guys have archery in your school? Okay, do you guys know that sugar is bad for sports? But you still do it? Then why do you like deserts? Okay, do you eat deserts? Are you into sports? What sports do you play? Hey, everyone plays badminton, yeah? So anyone who plays tennis? You play tennis? Good girl. Did you forget that you play tennis? Then what happened, sir? Then you started eating desserts. What do you guys think is more important for you, which is more helpful for you as an entrepreneur, sports or studies? What? Both. What? Neutral. Okay. Okay, guys. Who told only studies? Raise their hands. Okay. Can you say why studies, Dia? Why studies will be a better bet than becoming a sports person to become an entrepreneur? Why? Okay. That's good. Tell me, guys, you write notes while classes are being taught? Who doesn't write notes? Okay. Why you guys have home tuitions or something? Can I see any of your handwriting? Who's got a very good handwriting? What is that? Very good, guys. Who has got the worst handwriting? Show me your handwriting. I'll tell you, there's a very good connection between handwriting and becoming an entrepreneur. Very bad. What's your name? Wa- All right, till now, the worst handwriting that I've seen is Wahid's. Anyone worse than him? All right, I take my words back. You got the worst hand. Who, this is, I'll come, I'll come, I'll come. Guys, this is the first time I've ever seen people fighting that my handwriting is worse. Hey, you guys are teachers or representatives? You teach as well. So what is happening? Why are these guys fighting that their handwriting is worse? That's very neat, 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 neat. Can you go for what? Next skill. You want to tell the answer? Wait. Guys, I'll tell you what. Guys, everyone, kids. Someone talked about curiosity, right? Okay. The- wo- How does handwriting affect entrepreneurship? Tell me, how does handwriting has got anything to do with entrepreneurship? Tell. Control. What? Okay. Okay, very good. Very nice, Veer. Guys, let me tell you, handwriting has got nothing to do with entrepreneurship. Okay. I don't know why everyone's so excited about saying that my handwriting is worse and my handwriting is good. Entrepreneurship has got nothing to do with handwriting. Okay. Having said that, there are many things that entrepreneurship has got nothing to do with, but you still have to learn for the, I mean, that is how the world works, right? For example, why do you have to learn algebra for now? I really don't know. Probably there might be a lot of reasons, but there has to be a basic. Have you guys heard of intellectual skills? Intellect as in your brain. Okay. So the few things that if your brain learns, there is a study that your brain becomes smarter. Okay. For example, there have been studies proven, okay, that if you can put a lot of effort in your handwriting, okay, there are some sensory nerves in your hands which will increase um, the functioning of the brain. And that's why a lot of people, I don't know if you've heard this or not, but a lot of legendary people used to practice both with the right hand and the left hand. I'm saying practicing both with left hand and right hand. Okay. Can you name a person who writes with both left hand and right hand? Very nice. Albert Einstein. Guys, everyone clap for your friend. What's his name? Aru? Advait. Everyone clap for Advait. You need to know how to write with both the hands. That is it. All right, guys. Sorry? Oh, find out what the guy's name is. All right, the third skill. The first skill is curiosity. The second skill that any of you both, which the 8th graders failed to tell is some random, you guys randomly told smartness, critical thinking. Very good. That's a very scientific answer. I'll come to you. But Wahid, you go ahead. What is unit thinking skills? Unique thinking skills. Okay, give me an example. Oh, guys, genuinely clap for Wahid. It was such a good answer. Appreciate it. His unique thinking skills, and he explained with a good example as well. I want you to guys to come up with examples of whatever you say. For example, what he said basically is to see if there is a solution to a problem in the market or not. If there is no solution, then you come up with a solution. Okay, that is what Wahid told. And he gave an example of a water bottle as well, which I really liked it. Because everyone's carrying a water bottle. Just imagine if there's something that a water bottle has as an additional feature. Name won't do anything, Adiraj. What a name. Probably something which carries an extra pouch like mini purifier, see, so that you guys can fill in water anywhere. It's a very good idea, okay? No, you're done. Because entrepreneurs are smart. Superb. That's a good water bottle. All right. Guys, next. This row should be telling one more answer. This row. Yes, you already told curiosity. But yeah, I want Advait, I want you to tell one answer. Or the person beside you. Wait, dear, let him tell the answer. Do you know the question? What were you doing, buddy? Are you playing a game?
Sure, I was reading the left hand.
Tell you one skill that an entrepreneur should possess. Tell it to your entire class.
Business.
What is business?
Standing on his own business.
Okay. You guys in fourth class?
Seventh and sixth.
You're in seventh.
Seventh, sixth.
Okay. Tell me. Yeah, you go ahead. Which one?
Create an idea, but we should think that it's practical or not.
Wow. So Kushwant has said that entrepreneurs need to know if an idea is practical or not, right? Okay, tell me one idea which is not practical and ideas which is practical according to you. Yeah, not feasible, practical, whatever it is. Come on. Now you're an entrepreneur, okay? You've come with an idea. Tell me one idea which is not practical.
So we like
It's a very interesting point that Kushwant has told. Let him answer. I'll tell you a few situations about it as well. Come on, think about it. So Kushwant has told that entrepreneurs need to know what is practical and what is not practical. Yeah, tell me. Okay. Yeah, that is not practical. Yeah, and tell me something that is practical. A very good question. So I wanted to ask these kind of basic questions because we don't need to know the meanings of very tough words, etc. Okay. So practical as in something that is doable. Okay. For example, yes, which is possible. For example, creating a water bottle is possible, right? But for now, making this water bottle disappear in thin air is not possible. Or making this water bottle into probably water is not possible as of now. As of now. Because I'll tell you what, a very interesting point because Kushwant has told us a lot of things might be impractical, a lot of things might seem impossible, at least to the naked eye. But entrepreneurs have a very unique quality of making it possible. Okay. So entrepreneurs do not do only practical things and easy things which are doable, right? For example, if I have to invent a cap of this water bottle, it's easy, right? But if I have to make this water bottle into something that is eatable, okay, or chewable, probably this converting into food or something, that's a little difficult. That seems to be a little impossible. But for entrepreneurs, they have the knack of thinking of making it possible as well. If you guys have heard about chewable straws, have you guys have heard about it? Where you can drink with the straw and also eat it, right? Edible straws, edible cups as well, right? See, edible spoons as well, right? So similarly, what if there's an edible water bottle? So entrepreneurs have a knack of thinking something to do with the impossible things only. Okay. So if you think that is impossible, we can't do it. The first step that the entrepreneur does it is he actually thinks in that way. Why can't we do it? So but there only two questions come up. So one is curiosity, questioning all the impossible things. And the second thing is thinking in the line where a lot of impossible things can be made possible, right? So two good points, two good skills that entrepreneurs have is first one is curiosity. Second one is thinking on the lines of impossibility and making it possible. Come on, third one. Any good idea? We already told curiosity, which is an amazing example. Second one is uh, making the impossible possible, I would say. Bia, you told inquirer, which is nothing but curiosity. Come on, you tell me. They notice things well. Very nice. Can you give me an example?
Uh, they're not making vegetables well. They're adding chemicals into soil. Entrepreneurs notice that easily.
Okay.
Vegetables?
Wow. What's your name?
Salad.
Saryu. So Saryu is very smart, which is why she has given a very good answer. Saryu has told that entrepreneurs have got amazing noticing skills, right? So I think as an entrepreneur, I'll give you my real life example. Okay. So we have noticed that one of the main reasons for not having a brand in fruits is because cold pressed juices or smoothies or any of these fruit related products are not available everywhere. For example, now you guys know about Swiggy and Zomato, right? Yeah. So if you order a burger from a McDonald's, in how much time will it get? I mean, will it get delivered? 15-20 minutes, right? Okay, 15-20 minutes is a good answer. If you guys, no, 1 hour is not the right answer. So practically, if you open Swiggy and Zomato, the best burger that you can get is less than 30 minutes. Okay. For example, if I have to take an example of McDonald's, in orbit is right here. In orbit, it depends on the place. So right now we are at Bower, right? So we get in about 15 to 20 minutes. So the thing that I've noticed over here is when a burger can reach you in about 15-20 minutes, when a pizza can reach you in about 15-20 minutes. I also noticed that there is no cold pressed juice or a fruit that can be delivered in about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. So that is when we've decided that we will have as many stores of a McDonald's for Fruitoholic as well. The only thing is, since it's only a delivery thing, we don't need a physical store. It can be a store anywhere. So right now, let's say if you are in some place, a cold pressed fruit juice or a smoothie or a salad, etc., can be delivered in 30 minutes. So this is a simple observation thing that we have done. We haven't done any kind of rocket science. Okay. Entrepreneurs are never over intellectual or over scientific. Okay. They don't invent great things, but they observe and notice very small things and make it great. Okay. So the third point is observation skills or noticing skills. Okay. That who has told? Sarayu has told. Very good answer. Fourth one, guys. Any one of you? Adiraj Rowe. Sarayu also actually told. Come on, we let them give a chance. Give your friends a few chances as well. Anyone from the first row? The lady who is drawing a heart from that time. Tell me.
Hmm.
Bhishta, is that your name? Very good. Kushwant, any of your friends? Guys, any of Dia, can you tell an answer?
Can you please?
Guys, come on, tell me one more skill that our entrepreneur should have. You guys have told three as of now. I need just two more.
How we can get the materials to make it much better?
Very nice. That's a part of one of the skills. It's called as creativity. Creativity is a big example. Okay, but I would say,
Tips.
huh?
Innovative. Innovative.
What Dia has told is very interesting, guys. Let's talk about that. Dia has told something called as getting the materials, right? Can anyone give a name for it? Yeah, what do you call that process? Exactly. That's called as something which starts with P. The word starts with P. No, no. No, almost there. Pro? No. Buy to get the material. Pro, 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 pro. Yeah, procure. Guys, it's called procurement. Okay. I don't know in which line of business you guys will end up in. Okay. But I would still say procurement will be the biggest backbone for a product based startup. Okay. For example, for fruits, is procurement relevant? Yes, it is relevant, right? Procurement. Fruits. Right. Fruits. Good. So I would say for Fruitoholic, how many guys have heard about Fruitoholic? First of all, tell me. Over here?
That's what my uncle said about it.
Very nice. Smart boy.
So, like most of the time, I'll order it from Fruitoholic.
Guys, everyone clap for what's your name? Sanvi. Clap for Sanvi, guys. Now, if everyone of you guys want to know how healthy looks, go home and tell your parents to order a Fruitoholic cold pressed juice, and they'll be doing a big favor for you guys. Okay? And you let me know how the taste is. Will you guys do that for me? Okay. Now we're talking about the. It's also mentioned on my T-shirt, right? All right. So the fourth point is actually procurement. I would say yes. Tell me, Veer.
Sir, on make competition.
Very good. That's a point that comes later, but not in the first five. So, guys, I'll give you a task which you will be able to do it very easily. Okay. After you go home, you tell your parents that enough of sweets and desserts. I want you to guys do something very, very important for myself. Okay. Exactly. That's fine even if you don't like sweets and desserts, even if it means burgers and fries. Tell your parents that I want you to do something that is very, very useful and beneficial for me. Something like having a fruit. So immediately order a cold pressed juice or a smoothie or a salad from Fruitoholic so that you'll be doing a big favor to me. That is what your next task is. Okay. And after that, you will be able to give them a feedback saying that this absolutely tastes better than an ice cream or a dessert or a fries or a pizza. Okay. So the fifth skill over here is every entrepreneur should have is selling skills. Okay. So, huh. See, communication skills, even if, I mean, that communication skills, empathy, thinking out of the box, everything is a part and parcel that everyone should have. It's not only entrepreneurs. Okay. For examples, for example, doctors don't need to have selling skills, but selling skills are very, very important for an entrepreneur. In the same way, an architect doesn't really have to have this knack of, I would say, curiosity. Okay. An architect would rather go more high on innovation, okay, high on creativity, etc. So there are few things which are very, very peculiar or very, very restricted to an entrepreneur. And one such skill or the biggest skill I would say is selling. If you guys know how to sell, then 50% of your uh, problems are solved. Because coming up with an idea is just 50%, right? Now you've come up with a water bottle saying that this water bottle is the best water bottle in the world. But how do you sell this water bottle? Exact. Publicity, billboards, marketing, convincing, telling that this is the best water bottle in the world. There is no better water bottle than this.
Social media marketing.
In Amazon, what will you do?
Cotton.
Advertising skills, marketing skills, selling skills. Okay, let's do an activity, guys, in order to tell what selling skills are. Okay. Any of you have any fancy thing with them? Like a pen, sharpener, water bottle? Yes. Come with that painting. Go there, go there. Very long? Where is it? Show me. Okay, that's okay. Wow, very nice. All right. What class are you in, buddy? Fifth. Okay. Now look at the students over here, and who do you think is the most serious person who you think you don't want to talk to or little afraid to talk to? That's it. Huh? Kushant is the most lively person. Tell someone who is a little serious, who you think you're not great friends with yet. What's her name?
Samantha.
Do you know Samantha?
Yeah.
How?
She's in my school.
That's how you know her. Okay. Choose someone who you don't know. Do you know him?
No.
No? Okay. You come onto the stage. Yeah. So guys, we're doing one activity. Okay. What's the name again?
Vihan.
Vihan is going to sell this painting to, what's your name, buddy? Huh? Shriyansh. Now Vihan is going to sell this painting to Shriyansh, right? And all of you are going to help Vihan sell this painting to Shriyansh. Shriyansh. Easy names. Okay. Now this team over here, who is there, the first two rows, should help this guy, Vihan, as to how he can sell this painting. Okay. Whereas Shayans is a very smart buyer. Okay. He won't be very easy to convince. So you'll have to convince him and somehow get this in painting sold to him. Okay. Be smart. Take the help of your friends. The activity will start in like 2 minutes. Okay. If anyone has got any ideas, talk to Vihan. But I want Vihan to sell this painting to Shiansh. Yes, everyone can give advice to Vihan. It's not only Wahid. Right, guys, time's up. The next, the next is someone from their side will come and you guys will be selling one thing, okay? What? Which washroom will you go? Go. Washroom. You also want to go? He'll figure out. He's an entrepreneur. Guys, come, Vihan. Okay. All right, guys, it'll start now. Go ahead. No, Vihan. First, introduce yourself. Ask his name. This is a real-time scenario, guys. Okay, this is not an essay that you will just by heart and dictate to him. Think that he's a customer. Okay, you have come. Ask him for water. Ask him for name. How is he doing? Make this a real conversation. Okay. If you sell that painting, I'll give you a chocolate. Oh, actually, a fruit. You have to be louder so that everyone hears. One second. Guys, come over here. Yeah. Face the audience and then talk. Okay. Okay, they'll be a little louder. Everyone be calm so that they can hear him. Oh, sorry, hear them. Ihan, no salesperson will talk like this. Okay. Come. Be louder. Be very happy and smiling with the customer. Type in like that. Heavy little. ఇక్కడ lunch. The last. Did he buy? Vihan? Okay, guys. Okay. Let me guide you, okay? Now, what Vihan will do is Vihan won't sell the painting. Okay. Now Vihan is going to sell something that is even more valuable than painting. Okay. Now Vihan feelings definitely, but now I think Shansh is someone who really loves money. Okay, he wants to earn more money. Diamonds, yeah. Now Shans, what if I tell you, okay, that what according to you is the best investment? No, investment. Like if okay, what is investment is a good. If you have to put money where your money would increase, where would you put? Correct. So bank, as Shreyans is saying that he will put his money in the bank so the money increases, right? What if I tell you if you buy this painting today for $500, in bank this $500 would fetch you about $550, but this painting after 1 year would fetch you $600. Would you then buy this painting? Correct. So do not sell a thing or anything for its direct product. For example, if I sell a fruit, okay, I won't just tell that, hey, buy a watermelon or a mango because it's sweet. There are a lot of other things apart from just being sweet. I'll give you an entire experience. I will tell you that this is probably the most safest fruit on earth. I'll tell you that this fruit has been manufactured using probably the best kind of manure. I'll tell 100 other things, which is just not about the fruit. This painting is beautiful, so is any other painting. So apart from this painting, you need to sell something that is more valuable, where the customer actually sees. So again, from product to product, it differs, but the biggest and the last thing that an entrepreneur should have, catch a painting, is selling. Can you please take $500 from him? Okay. Where is the $500? You lost the painting and you don't have $500. This is thin air. Anyway, guys, bottom line is I guess that will be the end of this session. But more importantly, I want you to tell guys, there's nothing that pain me. That pain is worthless. No, no, that has okay. Guys, the bigger thing is entrepreneurship. No, no, no. Listen, listen, listen. The last 2 minutes of the session, which is the most important part, so that all of you can leave, have good food. If anyone tells you or asks you what entrepreneurship is, please do not give them definitions. Just tell them only one thing, that entrepreneurship is very subjective and it cannot be defined. Having said that, there are few skills that entrepreneurs possess, okay? Like curiosity, thinking out of the box, selling, right? And I can list out 10 other skills that entrepreneurs possess. But entrepreneurship, again, as I've said, is not a designation, it's not a title, it's more of a way of life. It's about how you live, right? All right, guys, let's call it a day. Anyone has any questions? Feel free to ask. Otherwise,
Question, but
uh,
like I also want to tell you a way of like I also want to
uh,
tell the customer that if you buy this painting, I'll give you a free membership, and whenever you come, you will get a discount. But
it's a very good idea. Yes, Rahat. My name is Rahat, guys, and I'll take a leave. Yes, my mother tongue is Spanish. Españolo. You teach Spanish? What is this? Of course, super product. Goodness. They have Spanish classes. All right, guys. Thanks a lot, everyone. It's been amazing. Yes, Telugu only. Gracias, not gracias. We're bloody. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. See you. You guys have been great. Huh? Parla. Thank you.
సో అయిపోయింది అయిపోయింది పెట్టేసిన లేదు వచ్చింది వచ్చింది